Super Bowl 48 back in 2014. There's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the New York Jets. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Here goes that. 52, Mark 52. Lawyer John.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Everyone got 4. 4 to 80. 52's the mic right here over there.
Darnold down to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is third and 7. Darnold from the gun. Caught here by Bell. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now a first down carry by Bell. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon. That'll bring up second down.
Here goes that. 56, Mike 56. Coming to you, coming to you.
Here's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Darnold and the Jets come up third and long following the sack. To throw is Darnold. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up first and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Undercut, hey, Delta, wait, 85.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out is Le'Veon Bell. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you... Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Throwing, Rivers. Complete, it's Henry. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Come on.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And a pass complete to Anunwa. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Quincy Anunwa, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 41. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Nice little nifty play for them there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Check tight, check tight, check tight.
They'll go back to the ground with Bell. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold being chased out left. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board.
Hey, 79! 79!
On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Hey, Rocky. General West.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 41, Rivers. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 3rd and 1, here's Rivers. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th, now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle the team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
He's going to go for a big play, and this is caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll run it with Bell. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 47 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now Bell. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Here we go, son. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
Now a carry for Brown. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with a field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too.
Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Watch the run.
Now off the bootleg, Darnold. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Finds his target. It's Bellamy. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still... And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he has the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns has got him in the lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Throwing again. Rivers on 2nd and 10. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Quentin Williams providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Here's Jones on the return. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Bell. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 42-yard line.
2nd and 5 now. Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Darnold now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10.
80 weapon. Clock. 52's the mic.
On 1st down, Bell. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll go again with Bell. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers 17.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now it's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Check 390. 180. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, watch the slant. Whip. Behind.
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Let go.
Black 11.
First down, Rivers. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
On second down, it's Gordon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 11 yards there, first down. From the red zone now, Rivers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And his guys are going to have the football back as the third quarter comes to an end. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and can...
Now Bell hit. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Rivers. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen as a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Throwing Rivers. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will get them one closer. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I'm sure the message as they come out onto the field was, hey, take care of the football, because the fumble last possession led to a touchdown. Still a 3-score game, though.
You don't want things to start to snowball. You know, one error leads to another, which leads to another. And then all of a sudden you're fighting for your life down the stretch instead of finishing the game in style, which is what they're trying to do on this drive.
Yeah, it would be a pretty amazing comeback. But we've seen crazier things happen in the National Football League.
We certainly have.
From the 38, Darnold over the middle, complete. That's Bell. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 25 on 2nd down, Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack.
Crunch time, defense. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. I'm coming.
Hey, go orange. Orange. White, 89.
From the gun, Rivers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Here's Bell, and he is going to lose yardage here. 4th down now after a loss of 2. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. is here as he's taken down. Ja'Kai Polite. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack.
Check. 57 to Mike.
Operating from the gun. Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. 4 down.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Now a desperation throw deep. And now here is another interception. Marcus May with a pick. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
We go, son.
49 to Mike.
Oh, you got D? Hey, son.
And they will take a knee here. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for the Jets, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer.